If you're tired, don't quit. Rest. I heard that quote the other day. Bree actually shared it with me, and I thought it was so profound because we get tired in our lives, don't we? Stop. Chasing me right behind me. We get tired. There's a lot of reasons you could be tired. Maybe you need more sleep. That's a problem I frequently have. You know, if you think about how much sleep you've had in the past week, it's good to do from time to time. As a nurse, I can tell you, you should probably be getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night. But do any of us do that? I don't know, it's still worth making an effort. There's other reasons you can be tired though.
This is off, right?
It's off. You could be tired because you're going through really emotionally trying and challenging things in your life.
Oh, sorry.
That's a very different but still just completely legitimate form of tiredness. I'm out here checking on Bonnie. I'm just listening to see if any chicks have hatched out here. And that type of fatigue from emotional stress, I don't know, I think it's almost harder to deal with than physical tiredness, because I've found in my life that with physical tiredness you actually can push through that if you're not emotionally worn, tired, sad, or depressed. If you have goals you're going towards and you're pushing towards them, I think the hardest type of tiredness is this emotional tiredness where you don't have these things that you're just pushing towards and fighting for and loving the battle, you know, where you're really thriving in every way. If you're tired, don't quit. Rest. Now, why not quit? Well, and what's the difference between quitting and resting? I think we confuse this sometimes. Resting doesn't mean you're not going to keep going towards your goal. I think sometimes we struggle with wanting to give up when we get tired. You know, last August, almost a year ago, we were pretty much burned out. We were tired. We were burned out with YouTube. And I have a little sneaker behind me. Don't walk right behind me. I don't want you to trip on my heel again. We were tired. And I think we might have thought we were quitting. We thought about quitting YouTube. We were burned out. But what did we do in the end? We took off a month. We didn't give y'all very good notice. We took a whole month off and we rested. We rested from YouTube. And then we came back to it.
Oh, hey, Brownie.
So I think we made a good decision in not deciding to quit. We made a good decision because we said we're going to take some time off. We were ready to quit. Oh, look at this. I found this leather collar. That's Dolly's old collar. I think Brownie had it on, but he left it up here. He likes to hang out in the heat of the day under this big walnut tree at the top of the pasture. It's always cool and shady up here. If you're tired, don't quit. Rest. What is rest for you? Rest, like tiredness, can be a lot of things. It might be you need more sleep. How do you rest though when you're so busy and have so many demands on your life from maybe your kids or your family, your business? It's a really good question. How do you do it? And if you're emotionally tired, how do you get rest? What if it's a stressful relationship that you can't step out of? Say a family relationship, or an illness, or personal struggles, things that you're struggling with overcoming. How do you get rest in either of those contexts where you can't leave the physical demand of stress, and where you don't feel like you can escape from the circumstances that are causing you the emotional stress or difficulty? It's challenging to get rest. One thing I recommend to anyone I talk to who's tired or just worn down is find a way to rest in small periods of time, in small ways. Ask yourself, just like with sleep, but ask yourself, when was the last time that I deliberately did something to specifically alleviate the type of tiredness I'm experiencing? If you're not sleeping enough, when was the last time that I asked someone who loves me to come in and either take care of my kids or let me go for the night and just sleep all night? It would be worth it if you did that, if you can possibly do it, if sleep is your problem. And if you're emotionally stressed, when was the last time, say in the past week, that you took an hour and did something that you knew was good for you? Whether it was exercising or just sitting alone for an hour in the woods, or going to a park, going to a coffee shop, reading a book, just stopping everything, because we know the answers. Often, we know things that are good for us. But how often do we deliberately do them to recharge ourselves, to become refreshed so that we can continue on and not quit in our lives, so we can continue on loving the people around us, continue on pursuing those goals in life that we really want to be pursuing? I thought I would share this with you because that quote, if you're tired, don't quit, rest. It's okay to rest. It's okay to rest. It's an important part of life in every domain, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Well, it is a beautiful evening out here. I just got home from work. Speaking of rest, the sun has set. The kids are getting ready to try to catch some fireflies before bed. This has definitely been another great day on the homestead, and I hope this helped someone out there. Y'all have a great night.
Don't whine, say please help.
Did you miss me today?
You did.